Good morning to all of you. Today we will start exercise 6.1 questions of class 9 chapter 6. 6.1 question solved. Today we solve questions of exercise 6.1. In previous video, that is part first, we have already introduced of lines and angles. So first of all, this is a line and this is a ray straight on line AB. This part is A, B, this is point O and this point is C. A line AB and a ray OA is incident on AB. Then this angle and this angle, this is 1 and this is angle 2. Angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent angle. Angle 1 and angle 2 is also adjacent angle because this is the common vertex and these arms are in opposite direction and this is common ray. COB and COA. CO is common and we can write in this form angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree linear pair of angles. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree linear pair of angles because this angle is 180 degree because AB is a straight line. So the value of angle 1 plus angle 2 is also 180 degree and we can write in bracket linear pair of angles. So this is linear pair and we also talk about vertically opposite angles. When two lines are intersect at point O, then this angle and this angle is vertically opposite angle. So angle 1 is equal to angle 2 vertical opposite angle and angle 3 is equal to angle 4 is also equal to each other by vertically opposite angle. So this is a brief explanation about linear pair of angles and vertically opposite angles. Now we solve question of exercise 6.1. We have already solved question number 1. So let's proceed to question number 3. The question number 3 is in figure 6.15 angle PQR is equal to PRQ, then prove that PQS is equal to PRT. There is a figure. So first of all, draw the figure. This is PQR. And this angle and this angle given and this angle and this angle given. What we given is, first of all we write given. What is the given? Given is angle PQR is equal to PRQ. It means PQR. It means this angle and this angle is equal to each other. What we prove? We prove PQF. Prove it. PQF angle PQF is equal to PRT. PQF is equal to PRT. Question is given in figure 6.15 PQR is equal to PRQ. Given to prove PQS is equal to PRT. It means this angle and this angle will also be equal to each other. So we prove angle PQS is equal to PRT. How can I solve this question? So first of all, let's say ST is a line. ST is a line and the ray PQ is incident on line ST. ST is a line and the ray PQ is stand on ST. So by linear pair we can write angle PQS plus angle PQT is equal to angle PQS and PQT is equal to 180 degree. 180 degree. This is first equation. And angle, and now AC is a line and PR is also a line. So by linear pair we can write this PRT and plus PRS is equal to also 180 degree. So angle PRT plus angle PRS is equal to 180 degree. This is linear equation. Okay. Second. Now this is left hand side and this is right hand side. This is left hand side and this is right hand side. From equation number 1 and 2, this 180 degree and this 180 degree is equal to each other. So it means the left hand side of equation number 1 is equal to the also left hand side of equation number 2. So we can write this form in PQS plus angle PQT is equal to angle PRT plus angle PRS. Now PQT can be written as PQR. Thus QRT are collinear points. What is a collinear? If 3 are more than 3 points are line in a line, it means this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E. It means where A, B, C, D, E, this is line XY, A, B, C, D and E lie on XY. It means these points are collinear points because these are given point is lying on XY. If B is here and C is here, so B and C is not lying on XY. B and C is not lying on line XY. So we can write angle PQT can be written in form PQR because R lie on ST, because R lie on line ST. So angle PQS plus PQT can be written in form PQR. PQR is equal to PRT plus PRS can be written as angle PRQ. PRQ because Q is also lying on line ST. Q is also lying on line ST. So it can be written as PRQ. This part and this part is cancelled out because PQR is equal to PRQ. So we get PQS is equal to PRT. Hence true. We can write this here. PQR is equal to PRQ. So this is the complete solution of question number 3. So this is the complete solution of question number 3, exercise 6.1. So further proceed. Please pause the video and note it down. Now we proceed on question number 5. Question number 5. The question is POQ is a line. POQ is a line and ray OR is perpendicular. And OS is another line between the OP and OR. OS is another line between OP and OR. What we prove? We prove angle ROS to prove angle ROS is equal to half of in bracket angle QOS minus angle POS. To prove, given, what is given? Given POQ is a line and OR is perpendicular. It means what is given? Angle ROQ is equal to ROP is equal to 90 degree, because OR is perpendicular. ROS, this part we can write angle ROS is equal to angle SOQ minus angle ROP QOS. SOQ and QOS, this is similar. ROS can be written as QOS minus ROP. Sorry, it is ROQ. Again, ROS is can be written in form QOS minus ROQ. It means this part is whole part and this part is reduced, so we get only this part. So ROS can be written in form QOS and ROQ. When we reduce this, only we get ROS. So it can be written ROS is equal to QOS minus ROQ can be written as ROP, because ROQ is equal to ROP is equal to 90 degree. So we can write ROQ is equal to ROP. Now angle ROS is equal to ROP can be written as ROS and SOP, because ROS and SOP are adjacent angle. You can easily see that this is a vertex and this is a common ray. So ROS and SOP is a adjacent angle. So ROP can be written as QOS minus ROP. It means ROS plus SOP या POS SOP or POS. So angle ROS is equal to QOS minus ROS plus into minus, it means minus POS. By transform ROS, this is minus, this is plus. So when this minus comes from here, it can also be written in positive sign. So angle ROS plus angle ROS is equal to QOS plus angle POS. Sorry, minus. So this is 2 angle ROS is equal to angle QOS minus POS. And where this is 2, so 2 comes from here. So we can write ROS is equal to 1 by 2 into in bracket QOS minus POS. So this is the complete solution of given question and proof. So this is the complete explanation of question number 5. I hope all of you understood it. So today is sufficient. Thank you.